Friday, guys, and today we are going to be doing all things lemon, hence my lemon apron. Yes, I've already worn it, so this is the first time you're actually seeing a repeated apron, but it's actually my favorite one, and lemon is my favorite flavor in all the world. My kids know it, my friends know it, my husband knows it. I mean, I'm a lemon fanatic. So I have a nice dish today for the summer. It's a chicken piccata. Everybody loves it at the restaurant. It's a very highly requested dish, and if you realize how easy it is now, it's kind of a dish that you can add onto your menu of things to make for your family at home. So I went ahead and I put some lemons in a bowl here just because, you know, I love the freshness of them, and we're going to be using them throughout. The piccata is kind of quick. If I have time, I want to show you how to make a quick little lemon custard for like a pound cake for the summer. So I'm going to try to go through this so that I can actually give you two things this afternoon. So this is a recipe that feeds 4 to 6 people. It just depends how many chicken breasts that you put out. So these are boneless chicken wings. The skin is off of them, and they're nice and thin because I actually pounded them that way. Chicken breasts come thick on one end and then go down thin, and if you were to cook them that way, they would have uneven temperatures because this side would be raw and this side would be overdone. So I went ahead, I trimmed the fat, and I pounded them down nice and thin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to salt and pepper them, so because we always want to flavor, you know, all of our meat all the time. So I'm just putting a little bit of salt on them, and I'm putting a little bit of pepper. I don't have my line set up yet, so I'm just, you know, using these. It's much easier when the guys are here and it's all set up, but we kind of beat them here today. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my pan on, which I did here, and I'm going to get a little bit of olive oil in a pan going, heat it up, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, I'm going to slide on so you can see better.
Perfect.
Yeah. Then I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan also, because it just makes it nicer for when you're using flour on a protein to put the butter in the pan. It gives it a little more flavor. So what I'm going to do next is I have, you can come on over here, I have flour in here, and I'm just dredging these really lightly. This is not the same as like a breading station where you do the egg wash and the breadcrumbs and all that, because we just want to use this so that we can thicken our sauce a little bit. That's all. It's not like we want fried chicken here. So remember, when you're using any type of poultry, that you will have to discard this now because you can't reuse anything with chicken. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in this pan, turn up this flame a little bit so we can get them going. And over here, I already have water going for spaghetti, because I'm going to put spaghetti in here and we're going to serve the chicken piccata over that. Okay, so the pan is heated nicely. You can see how the butter is sizzling, so that tells me it's ready. And I'm going to put these in and we're going to brown them up. Now, like I said, this is going to feed 4. This was actually 2 big chicken breasts, and I butterflied them, which basically means I cut them right down the center and then cut them, and now it turns into 4 pieces. So while these are cooking, I am going to check my water, and I'm going to put salt in here also, because we always want water like the sea. And I have some spaghetti in here already cooked from my guys. I'll actually show you. This is just one of the little bins that we have. It's actually linguine. It's one of my favorites. And what I'm going to do, because it's cold, is I'm just going to reheat it in here, and then I'm going to have it ready for the chicken. Okay, so while this is going, I'm going to turn this over. And remember, chicken has to be 165 for it to be cooked. And this is very thin, so they're only going to take maybe 4 or 5 minutes to cook up. They'll be really quick. Some of the ingredients I have that I want to go over with you while the chicken is cooking I wrote it down right here. So this is chicken piccata. And it serves, I wrote serves 4 to 6 people. If you had a couple more chicken breasts, you could certainly put them in the pan. And all this ingredients will go for 4 to 6. So I have my chicken breast on there, and then we have the flour. That was for dredging. The next thing we have is the extra virgin olive oil and the butter for the pan. So we're just working our way down here. Now I'm going to do a ½ cup of chicken stock. And what I'm going to use here is just like a store-bought one. We make our own here at the restaurant, and the recipe calls for a ½ cup, basically 4 ounces. We're going to put that in there, and then we're going to put some lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I would suggest using fresh from a lemon. You don't need to use the kind, in the bottle. By all means, if you don't have a lemon and that's all you have, then go ahead and use it. And I'm going to go ahead and squeeze this in here. These are really juicy lemons, so this is going to be really nice. Once in a while, we'll get somebody that ordered chicken piccata, and then they'll say to us, "This is really lemony. I wasn't expecting it." It says it in the menu. It's right there, but that's exactly what it is. It's a very lemony dish. Okay, so here's our lemon juice. And I'm just mixing everything right here in the mixing cup. Get rid of those. I love the smell. And here I have 1/4 cup of capers. Now capers are flower seeds, and they are put in brine. And they have like a very salty, pungent taste to them, which goes perfect with this dish. Most of the time we get people requesting, we have extra capers, extra capers, extra capers. And these are such a versatile little thing. You can put them in a lot of dishes. You can even deep fry them and just eat them as crisp. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in there as well. And I'm just going to stir this up. So it's basically the chicken stock, the capers, and the lemon juice right there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, our chicken is done. So I'm going to take it out of here and put it back on the plate for a moment. And I'm going to turn this flame down. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some of the pasta in this water so that it can now start to reheat. And this is how we do it at the restaurant. We have a huge, huge pot of boiling water. And when you order one of your dishes, they take it out, they put it in the basket, and it goes down in there for just a moment, and it reheats. Okay, so this is the best part of this dish right here, is the brown bits on the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pour this very lightly in here. We want everybody in the pool here, guys. There we go. Okay, and we're deglazing this pan. That's what it's called when you scrape this like this and you get those bits off the bottom. And we're going to let that go for a minute. Now, these are artichokes. Artichoke, in the authentic classic piccata, there are no artichokes. But over in America here, we tend to Americanize a lot of Italian dishes. So we like to add artichoke to them. And I must say it's a great addition because I love them. I will eat them on everything. So this is just a can you can get in the vegetable aisle at the grocery store. And I drain them out, and I'm going to put a few of them in here. I'm not going to, if you like the whole pan, by all means put the whole pan in, or the whole can. And now I'm just going to let those sit in there and kind of marry a little bit. What the heck? There. And that's going to cook. And I have 2 extra tablespoons of butter that I'm also going to add in there now. And what that's going to do is it's going to make this very velvety and smooth. So everything's cooking in the pan here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my chicken back in. Look how pretty that is already. And we're going to put the chicken back in. And that is cooking up here. That over here. Oh. So we have our water that's going. And what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take a lemon and I'm just going to slice it up. And I'm actually just going to, now I actually save these ends and put them in my water. I love them. And I'm going to cut these up and I'm going to actually put them right in the pan with the meal. And that's going to give even more extra flavor. That's how we do it in the restaurant. And people just love it. We're going to get this all cooked around in here. Abby, do you like piccata?
I love it.
Yeah, me too. It's one of my favorites. And I'll eat it all the time. We have a veal piccata. Well, we used to have veal piccata. Took it off for a while. A lot of people, they liked it, but it wasn't as popular as chicken piccata. And then, let me get a plate for us. I think I put one over here. And then my future son-in-law, Anthony, came up with shrimp piccata. So I absolutely love it. So he sautés some shrimp and puts it in piccata. Because he knows how much I love the lemon. Okay, so our pasta was already done. I just wanted to heat it up, taking it out here with the spider. Whoops, and I'm going to put it right on here.
Nice.
I know. Probably should spit it out the top. It's a little bit better. Yeah. You're going to try some, right?
Of course.
All right.
That's why I'm here.
You're here for the food. Okay, so this is done. And it's sauteed. It's cooked through. The artichokes are all done. These are actually done, you know, you can eat them the way they were. They're just heated through. We have our fresh lemons. We have our capers in here. This is a great, great dish. And I'm just going to take one of these pieces and put it on there. And I have a tablespoon. We're going to get all the juice and put that on top. Here's a couple artichokes, a lemon. This is a great dish, guys. And look how, I mean, it literally took me 10 minutes to make. So don't think that because something has a fancy name to it, that it takes a long time to make. And move all this out of the way. Give you a fork. I cut it for you, don't worry.
Thank you.
You can always finish off your meals with fresh herbs. And this year my garden was so good with all these herbs that I've been trying to find a million reasons to use them. So it just makes it look really pretty. I mean, this is a spectacular dish. Now, if you got this in a restaurant served to you, how would that look? All right, you ready, Lovey?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to cut it for you here.
Thank you.
Well, that's why I got it, because I said there's no way she's going to be able to eat all that. Okay. Do you want me to cut a little pasta for you?
No,
Here's the chicken.
I know.
All right. Yeah.
I want pasta.
I want pasta.
And an artichoke. Damn it. And a chicken. God.
Mmm. It's good, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
It's falling all over.
I know.
I'm going to try the chicken.
God, I love that lemon.
It's like butter.
It's so refreshing.
This is like melted butter
Uh-huh.
in your mouth. And an artichoke. I love them.
Yeah, me too. Those are good.
Texture, everything. Guys, this is a really, really great dish. Add it to your menu. Chicken breast, lemons, some capers, artichokes. If you don't have all these things, they're so easy. If you don't have
Good Lord.
chicken broth, you could use a white wine. You know, if you learn to improvise in the kitchen, and you learn, you know, what substitutions you can make. So it's a great dish.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I have time to show you the next thing I wanted to. I'll let you finish that in a little bit. Oh, she's already digging in the pan.
I love the artichokes so much.
Me too, my favorite. I never held back with my kids. When they were little, I fed them, I think they were eating calamari at like 1 or 2 years old. I never held back with my kids. I made them eat everything possible. Okay. So the next thing, so I will put the chicken piccata up online so that you guys can get this recipe. I know I was a little slack the last couple weeks. I've been dealing with migraines, but I'm feeling much better. Thank you for everybody. A lot of people sent me advice and well wishes, and I felt really loved. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that also. Another thing I wanted to tell you is if you haven't signed up for the ladies' luncheon, we only have a few seats left. It's going to be a great, great time. We have games, we have prizes, we have a raffle, we have a wonderful lunch plan. My friend Kelly Myers is making a fantastic salad with a dessert, which I think she's decided to do assorted mini cheesecakes.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is going to be a great lunch with wine and coffee and all that good stuff. So, try to make time for it. If you don't have a business, you are still welcome to come and support ladies in business, because that's what we're all about, supporting each other. Okay, so this next one I wanted to show you, it's just a really quick dessert. I'm actually using a store-bought pound cake here.
Wow.
I just went and sliced up 2 pieces, one for Abby and one for myself, because that's how quick we're going to make this. Certainly, if you want to make your own pound cake, that is even better. Everybody knows, you know, pound cakes, pound of flour, pound of sugar, pound of eggs, pound of butter. So that's how you make a pound cake. All right, so these are the ingredients for this. I went ahead already, and what goes on this, it's pound cake with mixed berries, and then we're going to put like a zabaione sauce. A zabaione in Italy is like a cooked custard. It's egg yolks with a little sugar, and you could make espresso ones. We actually use that in our tiramisu. We use a zabaione. A lot of people don't, but it just gives it a really rich flavor. So I went ahead already and I kind of cooked down some berries. In here I had strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. And I heated them down with a little sugar and lemon juice until they were nice and soft. I mean, I could honestly eat that whole pot right now.
Yeah, me too.
And then I have here, we're going to make our own double boiler. And double boiler to me is like a great memory. When I was young, my mom had a white one with red trim. And I think it was like one of those enamel type of ones, and it fit perfectly inside each other. It was just great. I loved it. And I was just amazed at all the stuff she made in it. So basically what we're going to do here with the zabaione is we're going to make our own double boiler. So this means you have a pot of water, and we're going to get it boiling, and then we're going to put this on the top, and you want to make sure this doesn't touch the water, because whatever you're cooking in here will get burned. So you just have to make sure they don't touch, and that's fine. So that's going to get boiling, and we're going to just do 4 egg yolks. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I could probably just use this. We're just going to use the yolks here, because this is the richest part. Now, everybody should have egg yolks or eggs in their refrigerator. So this is also a really good dessert that you can just open up your refrigerator and make. All right, so this is 3 and 4. And by all means, you know, if you want to make a bigger batch, you've got a lot of people, big family, go right ahead. You could add more egg yolks in there. And now the secret to this, you might say, well, I thought it was all things lemon. It is all things lemon, because in here is going this. And this is limoncello. Now this is an Italian liqueur, and we have to make this here. Everybody that comes into the restaurant just loves it. They really love it. So This is basically made with the lemon peels that are fermented in an alcohol, added with sugar water. So I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of limoncello to this. So I'm going to turn over this in case I spill. Everybody that tastes this loves it. And it's an after dinner drink because basically in Italy, they drink it because they say that it soothes the heartburn that you may get from the marinara sauce from the tomatoes. So whatever works, but it's a very delicious drink, and everybody that comes to Amici's loves our limoncello. Okay, and then we're going to zest a little lemon. So I brought my little zester again. I have like a little checklist that I go through before I come, and I was getting ready to leave, and I actually said, oh my God, I forgot my zester. So I had to run back in the house, and it's a good thing I did because I caught my dog up on the counter. You know, she's 12 years old, but she still manages to get up on the counter. God forbid I left a loaf of bread up there, and she was after it, so caught her in the act. Oops, so let's see. This, we're just gonna do 1 lemon here, and as I told you guys, I think I might have zested for the citrus orzo salad 2 weeks ago, that the zest is really has so much flavor to it. So we're gonna leave that for later. Okay, I'm going to stir this around a little bit, and now I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of sugar. Because remember now, this is just egg yolk and lemon, so this has no flavor yet. So we're doing 1, 2, actually, I already measured it out. Great. Okay, so I'm going to just mix this around here. Okay, and then I'm going to, what we're going to do is we're going to whisk it here a little bit with a hand mixer. Now, I know I always use my big KitchenAid, but today I actually had to break out this small one that I hadn't used in a long time. And I'm going to just go on slow and mix this up. So we're incorporating all the egg yolk. We're getting a lot of air into it, and we want to make sure the sugar is all mixed into it and the lemon. I'm going to mix that up, and our water is going over there. So we just want to make sure this is mixed here, and then we're going to put it over that hot bowl, and we're going to mix it again. So I'm going to bring it over here to the double boiler that we've made. Now all that steam is getting caught underneath there, and it's making us like a little oven for this. And it's already turning frothy white, and that's what we want to see. It's actually going to turn into a really nice soft custard. And then we're going to layer it with the pound cake and the berries. Actually, I had to break this mixer out of almost the attic, I think. I haven't used a handheld one in so long, but now that I think about it, it's pretty convenient. And this process will just take a couple minutes. You can already see it turning foamy and white, and that's what you want it to get, like a, like if you were to make like a vanilla pudding, maybe not quite as thick. So, I just wanted to let you guys know about the aprons. They are at the printers, and they should be ready by next Friday. So I'm actually going to be, if they are done before that, I'm actually going to put them online and show you guys on my Facebook. We have all multi-color or we have black. So you can let me know which one you want. And then, look at it, I can put this together. And then we have the canvas tote bags that have the Amici's on it. And they're really good for shopping. You can just, bring it to the store with you if you don't like to use plastic. I don't like to use all that plastic that they have there either. So I like a canvas tote. All right, this is just about done. It's a nice velvety custard pudding. It's gotten really light in color, and that's how you can tell that it's ready. And you never want to leave this unattended. You know, it could spill over. The contents in here could start bubbling over, and as this is doing.
Damn.
So, yeah. Just the water underneath. All right, let me get my thing. Turn this down. Are we ready to try this?
Yeah.
Because it looks fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this here for 1 second and incorporate a little cool air into it so it can calm down because it's very hot at this point. It's beautiful, guys. This is what you call a zabaione. And you can actually do it with coffee flavor, and you can put it in your coffee. That's what a lot of Italians do in the mornings for their coffee. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to try this. Okay, so I've got our pound cake right here. And I've got our berries. They're all cooled up. So in the berries, remember I did mixed berries and I put a little lemon juice again and some sugar. So we're going to go ahead and just spoon those over top of the pound cake. And one for myself. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to gently just pour this zabaione over top.
God, I've eaten cake all week.
It was Abby's birthday this week, guys. She turned 25 on Wednesday. And our friends came in with a cake for her. Her future in-laws came in with a cake for her. Her fiance had her cake on Wednesday when they went out to eat. So Abby's a health fanatic. So for her to have cake was a big sacrifice this week.
Calories don't count on birthdays.
They do not. Okay, you ready, love?
Yes.
So, guys, how pretty is this?
Love it.
Okay, so it's a simple pound cake that we bought at the store. Just some berries that you can also buy at the store. They're mixed berries in bag if you don't have fresh. Cook them down with a little sugar, a little lemon juice. And the zabaione I just made also again in 10 minutes. So I gave you not one, but 2 dishes today. You take the clean spoon, I'll take this one.
All right, hold it.
I got you, girl. I'm gonna turn my kids into lemon fanatics yet. Come on now.
I love it. I mean, I get
This is good.
a little hint of the limoncello, which is good.
Right. And the alcohol basically is all cooked off now
Right.
because we cooked it over the stove. And it's such a thin custard that
Right.
it's not really filling, but it just adds to the berries. Mmm.
It's a good summer dish.
So good.
Yeah.
All things lemon, man. What you can do with this little thing is incredible.
Yeah.
Chickens, turkey, everything you can flavor. Fruits, vegetables, drinks, you name it. So remember these? I will put them up online. I wrote them all down today before I even got here. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. If you want, come on into Amici's to see us. We're having a wonderful special this week, and who knows, maybe this might even be the dessert special.